This is a video that I never thought I would make. And honestly, I have tried to record this video a few times now, and I just can't. I don't know what to say. All right, I'm speechless. But what this video is going to be is it's going to be me rambling, talking to you guys, and just kind of telling you what's in my head right now. But before we get started with the rambling, if you guys do want to tab out, play some Minecraft, play some Overwatch, play some Pokemon Diamond. Ha! See what I did there? See what I did there? Wink wink, nudge nudge. But yeah, there's nothing going to be on the screen. No visuals, nothing at all. Just my face and my smexy beanie. So, where do I start? I guess I should start by saying that we're going to do a 1,000 subscriber Q&A. So if you guys do want to leave your questions down below in the comment section, or you can @ them to me on Twitter at Astroid Videos. I really appreciate that. My younger brother Nicholas might be joining us for that Q&A as well. So if you want to ask questions for him, that's awesome. But I'm not sure when that video will come out, but that's going to be like the real 1,000 sub special. This video is just going to be me talking to you guys. No jump cuts, no music, nothing like that. So, I guess we should start with the most cliche thing on YouTube, and that being, I never thought I'd get this far. And that's 100% true. Like, I know it's cliche, and I know a lot of people say it, but it's true. When I started Astroid Mania videos, when I started uploading to YouTube, I didn't even think I'd get 100 subs. I didn't even think I'd get to 200 subs, much less 300, or 400, or 500, or 600, or 700, or 800, or 900, or 1,000. 1,000. I never thought I would ever get to that point, alright? Alright, so it's crazy. It's wild. And I'm gonna take a quote out of Nappy's book, but he always says that the channel is ours. And I look up to Nappy a lot. Like, I respect him as a content creator. He's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. And we're going to talk about some other content creators that I respect later on in this video. But Nappy is 100% right when he says that. Because the channel is ours. Like, this isn't my accomplishment. This is everyone's accomplishment. And I think I have decided on a name. If you guys weren't aware, I was trying to come up with a name for our group. Like, you know, you have the Bro Army, you have the Nappy Nation, you have the Shady People. I was thinking the Lapras Legion. And originally I was thinking Astroid Anarchy, but I prefer Lapras Legion just because it kind of rolls off the tongue. It's Lapras, you know? So let me know what you guys think of that. And I know, like, Ryan has the Undying Legion of 12-year-olds, but everyone has armies, so... And I really like the word Legion, so hopefully he doesn't mind me taking that word out of his phrase that he kind of made up before me. But it's okay. It's okay. We can both have legions, right? Right, Ryan? Hopefully he's okay with that. But yeah. You know what? Let's talk about where I started. I started at the end of 7th grade. It's currently just after freshman year. So I just completed my first year of high school. I'm going to be a sophomore in a few weeks. But I started at the very end of 7th grade. I was taking a computer class, and in that computer class, you were able to choose between taking a sub animation curriculum, or not an animation, a sub game design curriculum, or you could take a video production curriculum. And I'm sure you guys can guess which one I chose. I decided to go the video production route. And that was mainly because I was watching YouTube for about 2 years at that point, obsessively. Like, obviously I was watching YouTube back in like 2005 or whatever, but like that was only for like viral videos. I didn't consider YouTube a mainstream form of entertainment until about 6th grade, when I started watching content creators like Rage Gaming videos and Generation Hollow. So if you guys do know those content creators, those guys really inspired me, and I used to binge watch their content all the time. Like they were the pinnacle of my entertainment back in the day. So, anyways, after that, in that class, after I chose the video production route, I learned about the basics of video editing. And now before that, I had used Movie Maker in the past on the computer that I had, but that wasn't really anything great. I was no master, or I wasn't a master at video production at that point. So I started learning the basics, and it's actually kind of funny because I learned more from watching tutorials in that class on my own than from the actual class itself. Because at that point when I started becoming interested in possibly making YouTube content. So what I did was I would look at tutorials, I would watch GFX tutorials, I would watch equipment tutorials, like the best microphone to use, computer tutorials, like all that stuff, video recording tutorials, like just like stuff about video production, editing tutorials. So I would watch tutorials obsessively outside of school, in that class when there was a substitute teacher or when I finished my work, and also in the library, because in the library we used to go there before school all the time and also after school. And I remember there were computers in the library and they had access to this very, very fun website called Google Images. And yes, I didn't start in Photoshop, I didn't start in iPicky, I started making outros and just GFX in general with Google Images and Movie Maker. That was my equipment. Back then, I used to record videos with a camcorder that I borrowed from my parents and my 3DS. And I used to aim the camera at the 3DS. And if you go back to like the very first videos on my channel, you can see some BattleSpot videos that I made with that camera. And it's just really nostalgic to think and just see how far we've come. Like, that's why I don't private those videos. Because I know they're trash. And I know that it's not an accurate representation as the quality that I make now. But I keep them public because I like to go back and just see how far I've come. And I like to be able to allow other people to go back and see how far I've come. And as cringy as those videos are, they really concrete, or they really, what's the word? They really show me how far I've come. You know, they show me concrete evidence that shows just how far I've progressed throughout these few years. So after that, I made a channel called Astroid. Well, I made the channel and then I started making the videos. But I made a channel called Astroid Mania Videos on, wait for it, hang on. It was May 2nd, right? Yeah, May 2nd, 2014. May 2nd, 2014, I made the channel Astroid Mania Videos. And if you guys were listening to when I was talking about Rage Gaming videos, I'm sure you could put two to two together and figure out where I got the videos from. But basically, Astroid Mania was supposed to be Asteroid. It was supposed to be the Space Rock Mania videos. But the reason why there's no E in there is because I misspelled it back then. And honestly, I prefer it without the E. And if you guys aren't aware, without the E, Astroid, Astroid, is actually a math term. And I feel like the math term is probably a better representation of me than a space rock would be anyway, so I'm actually pretty happy about the misspelling. But that was how I originally spelled my PSN name, because on my PS3, my name was Astroid Mania. And basically what I did was I took that PSN name, and I added videos to it. And that was my channel. And of course I got the videos from Rage Gaming videos, so I just smacked the videos on there, and boom, I had a name. And if you're gonna ask me how I came up with the name Astroid Mania, it was actually a combination of me and my brother Nicholas talking about it, because we were both gonna pitch in and buy a PS3. We were talking about it a long time ago, and I remember us brainstorming what our PSN name would be, and that's what we came up with. It was just a random combination of letters and words, and it worked. Alright, it worked. So, after that, after I started making my first few videos, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I would sit in the basement because I didn't have my own space. I didn't have my own, well, I had my own room, but I didn't have the computer in my room because the computer was technically a family computer. It wasn't my own computer, so I couldn't just take it in my room and, make content with it. So I had to sit in the basement and I would kick everyone out of the basement. Like the basement was like, it wasn't just like some one-off area. Our basement was, and the reason why I'm saying was is because we moved since then. But my basement it was an area for everyone. Like it was like a kid area. Like there was a desk and it was just like the general area for kids. And it was a really, really awesome place. But yeah, so I would kick everyone out of the basement every time I wanted to record a video. And I remember editing my videos with Movie Maker, and then I eventually upgraded to Camtasia. And I used Camtasia for such a long time, and I hated it. I mean, it was a great program. It was really simple to use, but it was so limiting, and I was so addicted to it. Like, I couldn't use anything else, and I was so happy when I started using HitFilm, because it gave me a lot more features. It gave me a lot better quality of content. It gave me an animation software as well, because it's partially animation as well. So you can do like compositing work, and it's really awesome. It's really awesome. If you guys are looking for a video editing software, HitFilm 4 Express is definitely the way to go, in my opinion, because it's free and it's incredible. It's truly incredible. So anyways, I'm getting off the main topic here. So yeah, I was making content. I gained a few subscribers, and they always say that the first 100 subs is the longest period of your channel. And honestly, I believe that, because it takes a long time to get your first 100 subs, and then it starts kind of snowballing. I just don't know what else to talk about from here. I mean, obviously, as the years went on, I improved my content. We moved shortly after I started my channel, and throughout the summer, I was making videos. Throughout 8th grade, I made videos. Throughout the summer of 8th grade, I was making content. Throughout freshman year, I was making content. And then here we are, about to start sophomore year, and I'm still making content. I remember starting Twitch. I started streaming Twitch, I think in 8th grade is when I started my Twitch channel. And I remember my first stream was Pokemon X and Y. I didn't have a face cam at that point. But I was streaming Pokemon X and Y, and I remember I was really surprised, because unlike YouTube, people actually were watching. Like my first ever stream, I had 0 followers, and people showed up, and I got to talk with some people, and it was fun. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to show up, but I'm not sure if I mentioned this already, but it was at the point in my YouTube channel lifetime when I got that slight bit of success. When I consider myself just a little bit successful, is when I had a small group of people that would watch my content every single day. Like, I'd release a video, and there would be people watching it within like an hour. Like that was when I felt the slightest bit of success. It wasn't when I hit 100. It wasn't when I hit any sub count. It was at the moment when I had viewers, or just like a small group of people that were willing to watch my content and that looked forward to my content every day. Like that was a huge motivation boost for me, because when you think about it, having a group of people that look forward to your content every single day and are willing to watch your content every single day, it's really incredible. Because for the longest of time, I would release a video, it would get like 1 view, and maybe get like 2 or 3 views over the course of the next few days. But it was really incredible to see me release a video and then it get like 5 views within an hour. Like that was a really good accomplishment for me, because it showed that people were looking forward to my content. Like I'd release a video and then people would watch it, and it was really cool. All right? It was really cool. And then I loved responding to comments. I still, of course, try to respond to all the comments. I've been kind of slacking on it recently, but I try to respond to comments every single minute I can get. But I don't know what to say. I just remember being at like 100 subs or 50 subs and seeing people comment on my videos that had like 100 subs, and they were like, yo, keep the good work, man. You'll make it far. And I remember seeing that and being like, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Like, I would look at their sub count and be like, I wish I could make it there one day. You know? It was kind of just like a dream. It was kind of just like, it wasn't like a, I mean, I would say it's a goal, but it wasn't anything that I thought would really happen. Like, I'd see channels with 1,000 subs and be like, dang. You know, it'd be incredible if I could make it there one day. And considering, like, just the amount of work that YouTube takes, especially to make daily content, and to make, like, really good content. I mean, I don't think my content's really good, but it's definitely improved. You know, like, sometimes I'll find myself spending way too much time on a video than I probably should be. Like, there are certain videos that I'll spend hours on editing for no reason. Like, it's just like, I just want to make sure every single frame of that video is perfect. And that's just because I'm a perfectionist. But when you spend that much time making every single frame count of every single video you upload on a daily basis, it's really rewarding to see it pay off in such a way. You know, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not trying to sound egotistical. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anyone, because that's not the case at all. But it's just really, really, really humbling to put so much time into a video, release it, and this kind of brings me back to my active follower or active group of people point. But it's really, really rewarding to see you put so much time and energy into that video and then have it get viewed instantly. You know, like, that's just mind-blowingly cool, in my opinion. It's not about how many people see it. Obviously, if more people see it, it's more rewarding. But just the fact that one person decided to take time out of their day to look at something that I spent hours to create is rewarding. It really is. It really is. And just like the feedback I get from people and just the fun I have when making content and just the passion to create new things and to share that with other people, it's what keeps me going, you know? You know, and if I were to give any tips to anyone that wants to find some sort of success, and success is completely subjective, but if I were to give tips to anyone that wants to find their definition of success in terms of YouTube, I would say just keep on going at it, stay consistent, and try to improve your content as best as you can. That's honestly like the best advice I can give someone. And I know it's really cliche, I know everyone says it, but that's the truth. That's the truth. You just gotta make sure you're doing it all. Well, also, monitors just turned off. Come on, monitors, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We're in the middle of this very important video. Don't do this to me. I'm not re-recording this. No jump cuts. No music. It's not happening. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Tips. Stay consistent and just try to make the best content you can possibly make. You know? And whether your best content will take a week to make or you can do it in a day, just make sure you're creating the best content you can. And that's like the best advice I can give anyone. You know, also like collabing with people helps. Of course, interact with your audience to the best of your ability. Try to respond to all the comments and just do it for the right reasons. You know, because like I know a lot of people have the goal of doing it full time and are really like, how do I explain it? Are really set on that goal. But and that's fine. If you wanna go for that, if that's your dream, and I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people's dream at this point. You know, to get to that level where you can do this for a living. That's a really big ambitious goal for a lot of people. But I would say don't do it with just that goal in mind. You know, try to try to find another reason. Like, my other reason is I love creating videos. I have a passion for it. You know? And I love interacting with people, and I love all the people I've met through this thing we call YouTube. And I love I love creating content that I'm proud of. You know? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really intend for this video to get really sappy and really like really kind of depressing. I mean, it's not really depressing. It's just emotional, and I don't know why. It's just a big moment, you know? And like, numbers aren't everything. Numbers are definitely not everything, but it's crazy to think that, hang on, ever since 500 subs, I have been keeping track of our milestones. And we hit 500 subs on October 24th, 2015. It took us a few months, but on January 11th, 2016, we hit 600. At the beginning of 2016, let me find this. We were at 589 subs. 589. At the very beginning of 2016. And it's crazy to think that in a little over 6 months, we've managed to almost double that. And it's crazy to think that on July 4th, right? I'm recording this on July 20th. But on July 4th, the 4th of July, we hit 900 subs. And literally, if I'm looking at my calendar here, 2 weeks and 1 day. In 2 weeks and 1 day, we gained another 100 subs. Like, that's just insane. That is just insane. 2 weeks. 2 weeks plus 1 day. So in about 2 weeks, we gained 100 subs. That's mind-blowing. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I literally just turned on the recording and just started talking, and here we are. Here we are. I know I had more to say, but I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything. It's crazy to see. Okay, well, you know what? Let's talk about people that I've met. Because I don't want to say names because I'm afraid I'm going to forget people and that would just be horrible. But you know who you are. You know who you are. There was a group of people that I'm still in contact today that have been around the channel and the Twitch channel for the longest of times. And they've been supporting me ever since. And it's really humbling to see that. And I'm sure you guys know who you are. And I'm sorry that I don't really get to talk much. I've been really busy. It's been crazy, man, because YouTube takes up a good, I don't know, probably 5 to 6 hours a day just making content. I mean, I wouldn't say 5 to 6 hours straight, but like periodically throughout the day. Like that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm either editing, I'm rendering, I'm uploading, I'm recording. And I love doing it. I'm not trying to complain. I love doing it. You know, I've had so many all-nighters this summer just because I was working on a layout, or just because I was working on a thumbnail, or just because I was waiting on a video to finish rendering. Like that is like that is what drives me, I guess. And like a lot of like this specific group of people that I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure a lot of them found me through Twitch. And Twitch is another thing. Twitch is crazy because that same group of people always shows up in my chats, and it's really cool to see that every time I go live, there's always people to talk to. Like, one of my biggest fears is going live and not having anyone to converse with. You know, I'm not too big about how many people watch my streams, but it's really cool to see that no matter what I'm streaming, there's always a select group of people that join just to hang out and talk. You know, because it's like streams are incredibly lackluster when there's no one to interact with. You know, So I'm really grateful for that. I really am. I really am. You guys are awesome. And then of course there's my my Vinny fan club, or our Vinny fan club, that I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. But those YouTubers, those PokeTubers, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys entertain me on a daily basis. You guys are really fun to talk to. And I just met so many people. It's just, I really don't want to leave anyone out. But anyone who I've ever conversed with on this website is awesome. Okay? Okay, great. Great. Is that satisfactory enough? I don't know how to end this video besides just to say thank you. Just thank you. Because, you know, I started back in 7th grade. I was inspired. I kept on improving content. I upgraded my equipment. And I just kept on doing it. I just kept on uploading. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm just kind of here. I'm just kind of here speaking by myself into this microphone. And I'm just going to hope that you guys listen. But I don't want to end this off on a sad note. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I swear there was more I wanted to speak about, because I've been like mentally preparing myself for this video for a few days now. And I can't, I don't know. I know there was more I wanted to speak about, but I can't remember. Oh, by the way, the reason why there's no green screen is not because the green screen is gone. It's actually because the green screen, I changed around the layout for it. So basically it's on this rod that is right above the frame. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen this. But basically it can slide out and then go back that way when I'm not using it. So it's kind of a lot more practical than how it was. And it's also cool because now that it's closer to me, it's bigger, it's wider, so there's more space to move around. And also, there's no backlight. There's no light behind me because I don't need it anymore. I can light the green screen just fine with this light right here. So I figured I'd get that out of the way. But yeah, all I can say is thank you. I never thought when I was making my outro in Google Images did I think that at this point, just a few years later, after meeting a ton of people and interacting with a bunch of awesome people and just making videos, I would reach this point. You know? It's just crazy, man. I'm just gonna end it here. I don't want to take any more of your time. Just thank you guys so much. I'm incredibly grateful, and it's just the Lapras Legion, man. It's growing at a rapid pace. I don't know if I can keep up with it. But yeah, I guess here's to the next 1,000. Which seems way out there at this point. Like, if I end up hitting 2,000, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna have a heart attack or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I just can't even fathom. I mean, then again, I couldn't fathom 1,000, so who knows at this point? Who knows at this point? I'm gonna stop. Thank you guys for watching. As always. Ready for this? Ready for this? The final piece. Or not the final. I was talking about that. This isn't my last video. This is not my last video. Boy, I'm continuing. It's not stopping here. I promise you guys that. I'm not just gonna hit 1,000 subs and then just quit. That's not happening. More content to come. This is not the final piece. This is just an important piece. It's a I don't know. It's a very special piece. Ready for it? Ready? I don't think you guys are ready. I don't think you're ready. Alright, I'm just dragging this out. Peace!